Hey guys, we are back. YouTube abruptly ended the previous stream. So, if you notice, the escalation of problems with the streams continues. So that way we talk about these problems right at the beginning of the stream. So, again, I just want to put that out there that's why they're doing it. But yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and announce that that if you were watching that previous stream, that's why it was only 13 minutes long. That is very obviously to break up the streams and cause a problem for the channel and the trending. So, again, if you were watching that last stream, that's what YouTube does. They sit there and they cause problems for the streams, and they abruptly end the stream often. This is a very often scam that YouTube does to my channel. Nothing happened from my side of things. There was no disconnection. Literally, YouTube just ended the stream from their side of things. Nothing happened on my end. So just putting that out there again, and the entire stream is scammed. Basically, for the entire time that person was watching the stream, breaking it to end, there was no other traffic in the stream. It was completely broken, yet that person was watching and doing what they were doing to break the stream. So again, that previous stream that was abruptly ended, again, we're working with a pen tester to investigate this and just see the evidence of what they're doing. So just wanted to let you know in case you were curious what happened there the previous stream. That was nothing actually happened. There was no disconnection. That was just YouTube abruptly ending the stream to cause a problem for the channel as usual. What happened to my light? So again, if you're watching that previous stream, YouTube just created a scam where all they did was cause a problem for the stream to cause the stream to abruptly end. And if you notice, we're having an interesting problem here. So just wanted to put that out there. If you were watching that previous stream, that's what YouTube's been doing. They've been scamming our streams to have all kinds of problems and removing views. Again, they completely just abruptly ended the stream 13 minutes into the stream. So that's all they did. I have to do something here because of YouTube again. Again, if you're watching, this is just because of YouTube. YouTube will trend the stream now, and you'll come into a pause screen or something like that. again, I want you to take notice of this. Just take note that YouTube does this. Just like earlier, they didn't trend the stream for 2 hours when we were playing Night Rain. Literally the whole 2 hours, nobody watched the stream. Absolutely no views. And the very second that we start having some sort of, very obvious server issues where people are disconnecting and we're dying and there's nothing really that interesting happening where anybody can see the game, we're just like kind of like dying a few times, having server issues. YouTube trends the stream right then. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do something here really quick to document and just take care of something really quick. I'll be right back. I've literally been sitting in the stream the entire time and YouTube's not counting it. I've literally been sitting in the stream the entire time and YouTube's not counting it. So we're just, again, we're just documenting all this time that YouTube's just lying. Yeah, I have my lawyer in here looking at this. He's literally watching the stream right now, confirming that, like, I literally already sent him a screenshot of the fact that YouTube's not counting any views, and he's sitting in the stream right now watching the stream, confirming with his own eyes that it says one watching, even though I literally showed him proof that they're not counting the views. And they're just sitting here causing problems for the stream. Yet you can watch the stream and you can clearly see that there's no problem with the stream. Like, the stream's fine. There's literally nothing actually happening with the stream. Okay, so take note of the fact that um, basically we're keeping this. This will be like another evidence sort of journal here. Um, all the way up until this point, the stream was pretty much scammed. Um, until again, it was obvious that YouTube basically like I run these tests. At least like I can confirm that YouTube has manners of like spying on people. They keep tabs on people, and the point is that they've been sitting here and they sell information, they give information away, and just like when Google was caught intentionally leaking, your Wi-Fi data and stuff like that, and the SEC almost sued them, almost like essentially like well, not even just that, but I think it was actually like criminal charges that were going to be filed, but like the person didn't testify. So all because of that, it was dropped a long time ago. And the point is, like, YouTube, like every time I sit here and I announce and show what they're doing, they sit here and they play cleanup every time. And you can literally see it. You see the evidence of it. I've shown the control panel on the screen countless times. I've shown evidence of the numbers doing this countless times. I've shown evidence of everything I've said countless times, not in this format, but actual, like, really showing it on the screen, really showing the control panel, the live control room, and showing you that the numbers aren't adding up. I've done this countless times. There's definitive proof that YouTube just sits here and screws around with the streamers momentarily, just really just sits here and like it's almost like they pay somebody to harass the streamers that they don't want trending and that they want to quit the platform and stuff like that. That's it. And sort of like insurance companies used to hire people to like like before pre-existing conditions in America and stuff like that, the insurance companies just actually have people on payroll. They eventually came forward and like talked about the fact that they did this, and like that they were paid to investigate people and stuff like that, and find ways of not covering them for these life-saving things. Just like YouTube is paying somebody to stalk and dox my stuff all over this platform for over a year and pretend, like they don't have all these policies where they couldn't immediately remove the person. Like they have like some sort of like team for this that takes a year to remove some. Like, no, you literally just do it instantly. Like we're talking about the internet. We're talking about like literally like a delete button, something that simple. Like just delete, like things like that, like basic stuff. So, it's the sort of thing where over the course of 2 years, basically, I've been reporting harassment and scams on this platform targeted at me, and YouTube just doesn't, basically sits here, either doesn't reply to the message, or again, nothing ever actually happens. They don't actually honor their policies. Real actual damage is done, and it's very obvious that they're not actually doing anything, and they don't actually do anything. And so basically, like, and I can prove that. Like, I went to great lengths to sit here and document and prove that for X amount of time they just weren't doing anything, and it was obviously on purpose. They were aware of it and they could have done it. So You know, again, we have a shitload of emails. We can sit here and prove that YouTube was fully aware of this for a very long time. Um, and you can see also the evidence now. As I say this, this is the first time I've seen concurrence start coming in the stream where it seems like the stream's not broken. Like, where it's not just stuck at zero. Now as I say this and as I confirm these things too, for the first time, this is the very first time, right as soon as I say this, that I actually see evidence of YouTube counting the concurrence and the views in the stream. So you see what we're talking about here, where you know, they actually will do actual things to break the stream, cause a problem for the stream, and stuff like that. And you know, this is the point. Just like I said, 13 minutes into the last stream, it just abruptly ends for seemingly no reason whatsoever. Yet here we are. And I'm staring at something on their system that's saying that the stream is having issues with the bitrate, yet it isn't. So, again, this is just a very common thing where YouTube sits here and they cause some sort of fucking problem to screw up the stream on purpose. I'm literally looking at it right now. I'm looking at the same incorrect error message. And again, like, how long am I going to look at the same incorrect error message for YouTube? Like seriously. The point is, it's them. They do this. And the error message doesn't even make any sense. It never does. It's just a way to scam their own system into not fucking working. The only way that somebody knows this system that intricately, this well, is them. Somebody that's inside YouTube. Somebody that literally works for them. And anytime I've ever made this very obvious, we start to see evidence that they're really backing up, and they're really like trying to back this out and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, like, it's almost like we see people, like, I remember the countless times I've talked about this, we get people showing up in chat with like names of like fucking accounts that were just created like just today, or you know, like just conveniently, and they're just like being really insulting and stuff like that conveniently right now as we're pointing all this out. That's just YouTube, and it's just YouTube employees, somebody that clearly works for YouTube, does not like me or something like that, and has literally just been sitting here causing problems for my streams endlessly. You know, if I proceed to show that I'm good at something, or that I have a positive mindset or something like that, they do everything they can to flip that on its end and to scam that to cause a problem to where it's that's not the case. And even right now, I see them sitting here being invasive, trying to literally this whole time that they did this. The whole reason that YouTube did this is because they wanted me to open the stream. Yep, this is why. They want me to open the stream so that they can sit there and use trackers and cookies and just absolutely load whatever the fuck device up with as many goddamn cookies and trackers as they possibly can. That's all they want to do. And so that's it. It's like as soon as I do that and I open the stream, they just start doing that, and it just like that's the point. And that's why that's literally what happens every time somebody watches my stream or something like that. That's what YouTube's doing to you, and that's also what YouTube's doing with certain other people too. And so like this is the point is YouTube, especially if you're not ad, you know, like sponsored or ad driven through them, you're sponsored through somebody else. Like the point is, YouTube is sitting here and illegally loading you up with trackers and cookies that they're not supposed to be doing. Like the point is, you already get all these ads legally through brokers. YouTube is like I said, the entire time I'm streaming, they're just flooding that shit into the stream, and it's just like screwing everything up. Like I said, the entire time I was sitting here, we weren't having like literally it was 000, nobody in the fucking stream until I started talking about this, and suddenly there's people in the stream. Suddenly, magically. It's funny how that works, isn't it? And I'm still looking at the same error message. This is not true. Like, the point is, they want me to fucking open the stream so that, like, you know, like literally it's open on some, so that they can be invasive and figure out what that device is, figure out what that software is, figure out how to bog it down with ads. They're literally just sitting here doing that. That's all YouTube is doing. And that's why all this shit breaks. Because they sit here and they do that, and it just breaks things. Which is why it's illegal to do that. Like, there's already fucking things in place and restrictions for these things that they're actually doing. Pretty sad. When, just in broad daylight, daily, YouTube breaks federal law. I've been pointing it out on here pretty much daily. Yeah, just in broad daylight, YouTube breaks federal law. I'd like to point out the fact that we were stalked, doxxed, and harassed and threatened, had our lives threatened all over this platform for a year. Me. My family. And then somebody then was attacked. Yeah, somebody's car was literally set on fire. And again, people are gonna sit on here and they're gonna be like, duh. He wants things done immediately. That's the troll. In anybody. Do you have any concept for the sheer amount of time this person's, like, again, about 8 to 9 months, this person literally just had my street address typed into the title of a fucking video on his YouTube page, and was literally just doxing my fucking street address in live chats all over this platform. And YouTube didn't take measures to remove this person immediately, didn't call the authorities immediately, didn't alert somebody immediately that this person is so malicious, they're doxing my street address in a live chat with 1,200 people watching. 1,200 people saw my street address live. That's a federal law being broken. There is a federal law for online harassment. Yep. And again, like, this is pretty regular practice for YouTube to break these federal laws. It is pretty regular practice for them to violate their own policies and break these federal laws. That's a shame. That YouTube's in just regular makes regular practice of violating federal law. That's a damn shame. Lawyer wants to know why the entire time he's been watching from his device, he can basically confirm the things that I've been saying. Why it looks to him exactly what I've been saying is true. Why, as he's watching the stream, I'm serious, he's actually asking me if to ask this on the stream. He is too feeding into this. For sure. Because everybody's seeing this now, YouTube. We're seeing your fucking bullshit. He is sitting here and literally asking me to ask you about this, that the entire time, apparently he's watching, it just says 1, like I said earlier. Even though I clearly made the distinction that there's several people watching the stream. Yeah, I told him there's several watching the stream. And I'd like to make a note that in my live control room, I see clearly that there have been several concurrents in here. Roughly 4 to 5 concurrents at any given time. And on the graph below, in that YouTube live control room, they're just lying. It just says 1. The most concurrents at one time, they are lying and are saying was 1 on the graph. It literally is just capped, where it like hits a flat line, like I showed you guys, where there's no spikes where it's up and down, up and down. It's just a flat line. Yeah, that makes 0 fucking sense, and that's tampering. So again, when, you know, we're talking about trending and stuff like that, and we're talking about people that would be cycling in a stream, if you see just for huge extended periods of time, just a flat line, that's a perfect example of where there was probably a bunch of people coming in and out of the stream, and they're not counting it. It's just literally they're capping it at whatever number they're capping it at, that 1 or 2. And right now, they're capping it at 1, even though I've seen several concurrents in and out of the stream. So again, that's what I was supposed to ask you, YouTube. Why is he starting to see the same things? Why are other people able to sit here and confirm it? Why are you just lying? Because again, other people really are just sitting here now and seeing this with their own eyes. I've been saying this long enough. Enough people are just sitting here seeing it with their own eyes. They're doing the math too. Yeah, they're starting to add up the fact that you have locked my subscriber count, just like you've done for certain other content creators who will remain nameless. We know who they are though. And you've sat here and fucking lied about the concurrence in the stream. Just like for the first fucking 10 minutes, you had the average view duration the exact length of the stream. And you know you did. It means that for those 10 minutes, any fucking view that counted didn't count. You just fucking lied about it. Just like all the other shit that you sit in here and you scam this fucking stream to lie. So again, all these people are starting to confirm that you're lying. I had 2 other people in and out of the stream earlier when I was playing Night Rain, and again, at no fucking point were you counting any of their concurrents. You just had it locked at fucking 0. They said they came in, they were watching, they tried to come in on multiple devices. They said they came in, and when they came in on several other devices, all the devices they came in on always said just 1. They came in on like 3-4 different devices, and every time each of these different people came in, it just said 1. They both confirmed that every single one of their devices, YouTube has successfully scammed, so that way, again, It's not actually counting for even individual views, not even one view per account spread out over those devices. No, we're talking it's just capped at one. So again, there was just 2 people coming in the stream, and again, I could see if they came in, and for briefly, momentarily, as they came in on another device, it skipped to 2 and then went down. But no, again, the point is, they are both confirming that no matter what they did, they couldn't even get this thing to say a different number. It literally just was stuck at 1, no matter what they did. Gee, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that it sounds, it's almost like other people are now sitting here confirming everything I've been saying for the past several fucking years. Where other people are now playing around with this and kind of having fun with the fact that, wow, it really is just YouTube lying. Wow. And they're sitting here, they're like trying really hard to get the view to count, and like they're not even able to get it to count. That's the point. It's literally a scam. The whole thing is scam. Like literally all these people probably watch my fucking channel, and YouTube just lies. Like I said, I had 2 different people try to come in on 3, sometimes even 4 separate devices, I think for one of them. And they said at no point did it ever say any more than 1. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I think that's a little bit suspicious, don't you? Like, oh, I don't know, maybe this YouTube is a pyramid scheme, like I've been saying, and if you don't give them a shitload of fucking money and, pay for YouTube Premium and shit like that, they just fuck around with your goddamn channel. You know, the amount of goddamn free YouTube Premium ads I've fucking gotten in the last month is unfucking believable. But I'll be honest with you, the fact that YouTube is actually sitting here fucking around with my streams and has never paid me a fucking dime for all the ads they've run, which by the way have probably caused me to lose some views over the years, and then they started running ads on the things that were getting those views. So they run these ads, and then they allow this stalker to sit here and cause problems for my channel. And then they sit here and for years, every fucking upload, every stream, they halt the views. The views are just completely halted. The same amount of views on every single one of these. Since the first fucking day it's streamed or uploaded, it just has that same count forever. Oh yeah, because the goddamn fucking all the shorts and all the videos and stuff over the years that I've uploaded for some strange reason just get a spurt of fucking views that first few hours, and then just never a single view, never a single goddamn view after that, not even one. Not even one. And then again, when you confirm that you can't even give it a view, and somebody else hasn't watched it, and you try to get them to give it a view, you again confirm, wow, it wasn't given a view. Wow, if anything, sometimes they sit there and they subtract a few. Yep, that's right. They actually remove a few way after the fact. This is how fucking goddamn petty TRASHTube is. And then you wonder why I get on here and I complain about these things. You shouldn't wonder. And then again, like I said, for the first time in the stream, we see it trending. For the first fucking time, I saw 3 fucking concurrents in here. For the first time. And again, lying on the graph. It said 3, the highest it went is 2. Thus confirming again capped concurrence. If it would say 3, nah, it's just 2. So thus again, completely fucking lying. Yeah. So again, YouTube has started a new little lying bullshit thing where here's what they do. They play little scam games like this to break your channel and get you to quit. And when you call them out on it and you whistleblow them for their fraud, what they do is they cause problems in your personal life. Because again, like I said, they spy on people and they're very invasive. Like I said, they've already confirmed, several times that they sit here and adjust things and fix things and move things around as I talk about stuff. And again, stuff hasn't been moving around. Stuff's been solidly broken for several hours. Yet conveniently, when I mute my mic and I'm sitting here talking to my lawyer, conveniently then I can see they literally live updating fixes for the shit. Literally as I'm sitting here, the mic muted, they can't hear anything, yet for some reason it's obvious they can. Yet for some reason, even though the mic's muted, it's very so again, one would theorize, since we've seen evidence of this, I don't know, probably at least a dozen times. Yeah, at least a dozen times. That is absolute minimum. We're gonna go ahead and confirm bullshit on Google's side of things, and just go ahead and say that they spy on everybody. They want to take all of your money, and again, if you figure this out, they will sit here and they will try to cause a problem to defamate your character, do whatever they can to destroy your family, destroy you, yada yada yada, you get the picture. Thus you can fast forward to the present situation and follow and connect the dots. And see where all of this is happening. Again, I'm still looking at the same error message that doesn't make any sense. I've literally seen YouTube sit here and fuck with the graph in the live control room, yet it's still wrong. At no point does the graph say 3, even though we've seen a third concurrent. We saw a third concurrent for what at least 30 fucking seconds. Yeah, at least probably longer. And again, on that graph, nothing. Just the top concurrent we see is 2, and it's not even very, very long. Yet, again, we've seen 2 concurrents pretty consistently. So again, just like I've told you before, when we see normal trending, it's going to spike up and down. Otherwise, if it's a goddamn flat line, they're just fucking lying. So what they started doing, like I said, is when anybody comes in here and it's more, it just pushes it down one so that it looks like it's more spiking down than up. It's more trending down than up. And it's just exactly what they've done with all the other fucking shit where they break the entire channel to lie. Again, the bit rate is not shifting around all over the goddamn place. So why the fuck are you trying to say that the bit rate is like 1,000 something? The bit rate's clearly not 1,000 some. Like, are you fucking kidding me? No. Wait, like, you're literally just lying. You just typed that in there. 1,000 something. It's just like completely made up random fucking number just typed in there. It just lies to their fucking system about that. Like, are you stupid? Do you just like sit here and you just break the stream? Duh, let's just type this in. Yes. Yep, that's what you do. And this is the point. I've started to point this out, and other people are catching on. Yep, it's pretty stupid. Yeah, because all we're going to do is sit here and prove a whole bunch of different theories that people have had over the years. Yeah, all we're going to end up doing is connecting the dots for all these people that have investigated a bunch of things and couldn't prove them. And it's all just been YouTube the whole fucking time. Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, aka Google, but you get what I'm saying. Yep. I'm gonna. Ah, shit. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Okay. Well, it looks like YouTube, Google is probably fucking screwed because, uh, I think, and I'm allowed to say this because I asked, but I think we have somebody coming forward to confirm that they, now that I've been saying all of this and stuff like that, somebody's trying to come forward and basically say that they noticed the same things happening to them, when they were sort of kind of dealing with these sort of things with YouTube before, and they weren't really doing anything. They were reporting it, and they weren't really doing anything. And they have a bunch of emails they can show me too. Oh my gosh, this is awesome! And they're gonna looks like they're gonna come forward too, because basically what happened was they just quit, like they just like stopped, and YouTube still didn't do anything, and apparently like there's like I can't say too much about it, but like yeah, like that's the gist of it. um and like it's just a similar sort of thing, where YouTube, they were noticing YouTube doing the same things to them. And let me also say that like during this whole period, I've seen multiple concurrents coming in and out of the stream. I've seen people in the stream. I've seen constant concurrence. I've never seen it at zero this whole time. And that view count hasn't moved. They have not updated the view count even once. Yep, not once. They're just lying. So again, just throwing that out there. This is again further lies from YouTube. Um, this is what they do. Further lies. They're sitting here screwing around with the graph, the live controlling graph, but they're not updating the views. Yeah, okay. No, I mean like it's just a lie. Yeah, everything is broken at like 1 or 0. Like everything has like some sort of broken fixed number. That's all they're doing. So that's what that was about. Apparently, we are confirming that somebody's coming forward to talk about, to help us with this, to talk about their experience with the same thing. Where apparently they have a bunch of emails too of YouTube not doing anything. Interesting. Interesting. It's not surprising. Yeah, so I gotta finish up what we're doing here. So yeah, I gotta finish up what we're doing here. Sorry, this is on YouTube.